Okay, we're starting some of the DIY crafts for my son's birthday party. We're doing Steve Irwin Australia Zoo theme. Luckily, I just had a massive brand deal with Ecosa, so I have all of this cardboard, like so much cardboard, which I was kind of like frustrated because I have to get rid of it all, but now it's coming in really handy. So I'm going to use like the massive, like the big tall ones for like a tree trunk. And then this like bed head one is really big, so I'm going to try and do like a tree. So I want to do like a tree cutout to go with the balloon garland, and then the rest of the cardboard I might try and use for like little signs that will say like crocodiles this way or things like that. I don't know really yet where my vision is going because there's like no Pinterest. No, like I cannot find anyone doing an Australia Zoo party. I can't even really find a zoo theme party other than like Wild One kid's birthday, but like it's still not really giving me much. So I'm not artsy and crafty at all. Like if anything, I'm like the worst person ever possible for this, but I enjoy it. So let's see if we can do something. Are you gonna help me? So we're gonna try and trace an outline of the tree, and then we've got green paint and we're going to paint it, but we'll see how we go. I'm a little bit nervous about the tracing. I've been trying to find on ChatGPT or Pinterest like inspiration, because I'm good at following, like if I find little bits of inspiration I'm good at like visioning it and putting it together, but like raw dogging it, we'll see how we go.
We'll see how we go.
Jake's birthday party is this Saturday. It's currently Monday. So I'm just cutting out, I got 2 packs of like heaps of colored paper to make massive paper chains. Like I want this party to be the freaking coolest. So I've got heaps of paper. My mom was so nice. She cut out 1 whole pack. She did like all the cutting for me for that one. So now I've just got to finish this second one. But I just thought I'd show you how I'm doing that.
And tell the camera that I got my Steve-O clothes on.
Yeah, Jake's got his Steve-O clothes on. But so I just get a couple of pieces of paper, about 10, and then I fold them in half. And luckily my mum already did 1 whole pack, which was so helpful, so I just got to do this one and then staple them all together. So I fold the papers in half, and then I've got this paper cutter here to cut them. And then I fold it in half again. You know, it's pretty rough, but no one's going to be able to tell. Then I just line this up on the paper cutter.
I want to cut it.
Yeah, you can help me. You put your hand on top of mine.
Oh.
Okay, on top. Oh, big muscles. And you do have to push pretty hard. This was like $10 from Kmart, so. And then...
Was that a big cut?
That was a big cut. And then we have 1 set of our paper chains. I'm currently making the paper chains for Jake's birthday party. I wanted to have some massive, colourful, just like nostalgic paper chains going on. So this is what we've got so far, and we have not even made a dent in the paper. Apparently from my calculations it's going to make like 13 meters worth, which is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So Ben and I are just watching him show. We're doing the paper chains. I did cut the pieces of paper too long because you want them to be close together to get this like chunky chain look. So that was my mistake, but it's not that bad because you just fold it over a little bit extra, and you know, it takes a little bit longer. But you live and you learn. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this for who knows how long, but it's gonna look so good and be so worth it. I'm already in love with how it's looking. Okay, I've just finished painting the words and the outline, and honestly it's looking really good, and I am not artistic at all, so I'm very proud. And I free-handed it because we didn't have a print projector. So this is what it's looking like, and then I'll do the whole thing green, like their logo. Okay, so I'm just cutting out a tree with a knife because I can't find my Stanley knife. I made this tablecloth plastic garland to have as like a backdrop, and it was super easy. I just cut out the strips from the tablecloth and then tied them onto a piece of string. It did take a long time to do, but it looked really cute and it was really easy to do and really cost effective as well. And I always make the cakes prior so that I can freeze them and they're easy to kind of like cut and mold and everything. But I just use these packet mixes from Greens and they're really good for like a mud cake. Then I just put the icing in between each layer. I obviously leveled them first, then placed them on top of each other to stack them and make a nice big cake, which is what I think always looks really amazing, having like a really big decorative cake. It just always looks really cool and unique, and I love that I get to make it as like a homemade cake for my kids. Then for decorations, I just got my husband to like hang everything up using masking tape so that it didn't mark our walls. We hung them from the fan, and then I blew up all the balloons and put them into a balloon garland. I actually find this really easy to make, and it also makes such a like big statement. And I think this balloon garland was like $40. Finished the balloon garland. I just got to get it hung so I can add the big balloons and the little balloons and make it look good. I just cut the tree trunk and I'm just trying to see what I think of it. I don't think I'm gonna add any shape to it, and it's honestly all coming together. I'm so excited. I think it's gonna look so good. Jake's on his way home from school, so I'm excited to see what he thinks of everything so far. But it's been a busy but productive day. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. This is the state of the cake. I got it to the perfect color. Well, the only problem is getting it to the perfect color made it crumbly. So honestly, I'm surprised we got this far with the cake. It's taken me hours and it looks like absolute trash. I'm hoping once I put the eyes and stuff on it, it'll look okay. Otherwise, we just won't put a cake out. No cake at this party. I've spent hours on this. I was so excited about it. Now the fondant did me dirty. But everything else is looking good, so. Then obviously I assembled the balloon garland, hung it up, and I put the little like balloons in to make it look really full, and I think that is a big part of making it look good. Then I put all the food together. This is a little look at what food I did, and I did these really cute cupcakes and made them as like a crocodile to go in with the theme. And then we of course had the final setup, which looked amazing. We also had an inflatable water slide for the kids to play on, and this keeps them entertained for hours, and it's honestly one of our best investments. Then of course we had a croc show with my husband and son, and that was a highlight of the day for sure. And of course finished off the day with singing and cake. So it was overall such a good day and everything turned out amazing. Well, Jake's party's over. We're actually packing up, which is what that sound is. We're putting away the inflatable. But these were all the decorations. I'll have so much content on my TikTok and Instagram. But it turned out so good. It was so fun. We've already like packed up all this stuff. But we're gonna leave this up for his birthday on Monday. But it was so good, so much fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video.